Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? How we feeling today, man? Welcome back to another trade review, market review. I took two trades today. Kind of a bad day. Should have went green today. Today was a really good day. Stock was performing very well, but I wasn't performing the best. So I'm gonna talk about the lessons I learned today and all of that. So lock in, enjoy the video, bro. Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another trade review, market review, whatever you want to call it, man. Do as you please, do as you want, man. This was the stock I traded today, EEIQ. I was looking at a few others, but I'm going to talk about them first, so let's just get through this. Okay, LNAI. Good pre-market. I kind of like this. Not the best out. It was dying out, and then it just dumped. No entry for me here. Never traded this, and was not looking at these after the first two candles, basically. The first four candles. After the fourth candle, I was like, okay, this is just going to continue dumping, and it did. So then we had FCHL, kind of made a move, no good setups, nothing happening. I did not like this because of the pre-market. As you can see, this went up in the post-market, not the pre-market. And in the pre-market, we have just been going down. We're in a downtrend in the pre-market. So why am I gonna trade this? I don't know. So that leaves us with EEIQ. Pre-market, not the best. I don't not the best, bro. But it's still been it has been holding its level. It gapped up and held its level. That's good. So this candle had a really strong open. The first candle is really big, but you just can't tell because of these candles how big these candles are. These candles are like ginormous, bro. This is an 8% candle. The first candle is the 8% candle. That's a really big candle, bro. That's a really big candle. Like it looks like this. It looks like this, bro. Fuck. My tongue. It's a tongue twister, bro. Okay. So first few minutes it didn't do anything. Then it just exploded, bro. I think it was AEFF. This also started going up, right? This started going up, broke pre-market high. This is also a setup, but I didn't take this because of EEIQ started going up. So when one stock starts going up, the people that's in, for example, AIFF, will just start selling their position and go into EEIQ when this starts pumping. And so that means AIFF is just gonna dump and go downwards. But this actually held its level after, and you see here, huge dump. So let's just get through this, man. So first, didn't do anything. I was looking for a setup around here. Didn't give me a good setup. This halted here. As you can see, it halted on this candle on 1437. Why am I pointing at the screen? If you look down there at the timestamp, 1437, next candle was 1442, and I'm on the 1 minute time frame. So this halted for 5 minutes, then reopened. I'm not gonna enter right after a halt, but it worked. And then it went up crazy. It just went up 20% in the span of 2 minutes, and that's a really volatile move. And this is a really volatile stock. So this gave a pullback. I'm not gonna enter off this because this just went up crazy. So I'm gonna wait. I waited for the 5 minute bull flag. I went over to the 5 minute time frame, and this looks like a really good setup, bro. This looks like a great setup because it worked out. Like it should have worked out. Entering off the bull flag, but when we go down to the 1 minute, I executed on the 1 minute. So it created the 5 minute bull flag on 1451 and this candle right here. So I entered off this when it broke this high and got filled down here. I was up like 10%. I was chilling. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait for pre-market high, see how it reacts to that level, but it just made a huge rejection and went all the way down here. So then I just sold off. I sold for a super small loss. It was a super small loss, and I just took a loss. Yeah, and then I revenge traded right after. The thing I should do is after I see this huge ass rejection, I should wait a few minutes for it to stabilize. That was the lesson I learned today. After a big rejection, do not re-enter. This was a revenge trade and a FOMO trade almost. So let's just get through the notes so I can explain it better. So number one, first I lost 1.6% or 587 kroner on EEIQ. My daily rating was a 7 out of 10. Emotional control was a 6 out of 10. One rule broken as a revenge trade, and two trades taken. So trade number one, down 0.2% or 160 kroner loss on EEIQ, was a 5-minute bull flag and a valid setup. Had a huge rejection and took a small loss from it. Not a bad trade, but poor timing and should have given it a few minutes to express. I don't really agree with that. I don't know why I typed that, but okay. It was a good trade. It just had a rejection, and it was good of me that I sold right there. So yeah, the lesson is to have patience on very volatile stocks and do not FOMO into trades. Trade number two, I lost 1.4% or 417 kroner on this trade. This is a huge loss. So this was a revenge trade and a maybe trade. I've talked about this. A maybe trade is just when you buy and you pray. Basically, you just buy and you pray, oh, please go up. Not a good execution and should have waited a few minutes after a big rejection. After the big rejection. Got a bigger loss than expected because spread was bad. My lesson there is after a big rejection slash top wick, do not re-enter until it has stabilized. So after this huge rejection, what we expect is just for it to crash down all the way down and don't come back up. So I should have waited and seen, is it gonna dump? No, it's not gonna dump. It's holding 90 EMA and then get in over here. That's that that's what should have happened. But I took a loss, man. I re-entered and I was impatient and FOMO'd into the trade almost. So it kind of sucks. On days like this, you should capitalize and get green and get a big win, but not a greedy win, but get a big win and capitalize on days like this because these days like this is what's gonna make your account grow. So yeah, that was pretty much it for today. Kind of a bad day. I gotta go to the gym. Uh, Peace out.